Welcome to Politically Crowded. I'm not going to get into the crap I did last time. So basically, we're comedic, we're political, we're amateur, we're not original. So, there you go.
Congratulations.
In the history of all great television shows, there's an occasion where, the staff and writers don't feel like doing anything. So we get the editors to go off and make a clip show. And we're no exception. Okay, except the problem is we only have one episode under our belt, so I guess we'll just do a regular show this time. I'm Anthony Haslage, your host, and with me, my guests are Jeremy Hudgens. I'm never going to pronounce it right.
It's okay.
Public Relations for Anime Society and Radio Club. Recording Secretary Sandy Morris from Radio Club. Vice President of Radio Club and dressed in dress clothes, yes. Chris Haslage. And next to me, clapping her hands, is Adjua Obusu-Mensah, who's Financial Secretary of Student Senate. Now, we'll quickly get into the first topic, and we have 6 today. So the first topic is obviously college media, and Chris here actually has some good news. So go ahead, Chris.
I think Sandy should say it because she has such a pretty voice.
Oh, you want me to tell the news about the radio station?
Yeah, I want you to tell the news.
She's starting to bounce.
Yeah, one sip of caffeine, she's bouncing. Yeah, why don't you tell the news?
Okay, well, we are going on the internet March 1st.
Yay!
For how long?
Actually, I think they said it's a go. They approved.
No. How many hours?
24/7.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Yeah, so they said it was. We went to OC meeting this morning.
Which nobody told me about. Thanks a lot, guys.
Actually, we mentioned it at the meeting if somebody would show up at the meetings.
Well, hey.
And that's fine. That's fine. I'll thank you later. But, no, it's more of. I think it's great. We got some big support. There was only a few questions compared to last time. Last time was like 1,000 questions. It was very good, and all of it was positive. Some of the questions are what would the impact be to our servers, which is none.
Yeah, and then about the budget, they had some questions about some of the things on our budget. Just what's this for, or how long is this?
Yeah, actually, it was more budgetary than anything else.
That's cool. At least hey, computer stuffs. That's all I need.
Actually, they asked, do you need any? I mean, can you use or utilize any things in the booth? And I'm like, no. Dee was about, yeah, we can utilize everything. It's like, no, we can't. It's 3/4 tapes. It's old. It's ancient. Let's get rid of it. The only thing we can use is the CD player, the mini disc, and the mixer.
Tape deck.
Yeah. Well, the tape deck we can't even use. No, tape deck. You're correct. We can use the tape. I meant 3/4. The rest of it goes.
Yeah.
So we'll have more room to edit, and it'd be great.
That's cool.
And so March 1st, we will have programming. And that's going to be fun for them because now they have next 2 weeks to get everything ready.
March 1st, 2004, by the way.
Yes. And actually, they're probably listening to it right now. Because
for all you know, they could be listening in 2008.
Yeah, it's going to be 2008 now. Yeah.
We just dated this episode. There you go.
Yeah.
Also, now the college has also been delving into television. Of course, it has its own television station, local cable, as well as a newspaper. Now, the radio station is actually the oldest one, although it's been inactive for the last 10 years because a local radio station grabbed the frequency, is it?
I believe that's correct. I'm not sure. I don't want to say yes or no to that. I do believe, I think it was 80 Row before that. That's for the radio club. I think the TV station was here longer, though.
Well, how would it
No,
if that was the case?
Am I correct?
I'm
not quite sure.
Is in administration here, so perhaps you can answer.
Yeah, you probably know more than I do.
About the radio station?
No, about how long the TV station's been here, how much the radio station's been here.
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Okay.
So I would just guess. It's either or. But I mean, it's still a great thing to have.
I could do some investigative homework and find out for you.
Inside work. That's what I'm talking about.
Our next Linda Ellerby.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now, in the relation with the radio, since we don't have anybody from the other forms of media here, what type
you got visual with the anime club?
Ooh, anime. See, he just tries to throw anime into everything.
Exactly.
Okay, basically, what type of budget, or are you allowed to discuss budget on?
I'm not allowed to say any numbers, but it's comparable to the collegian's budget for 2004-2005. We will be able to house, I believe, 2 student workers and a lot of, and actually, I think paid student workers, and there's a lot of compensated student workers that can go along under that. So we can actually have a whole house full of kids walking around, and I give you the dad. They'd be like,
that would be
"How you doing, son?"
Don't make me break my foot off in your...
Yeah, thank you for that. I pushed the push and drop button right there, like, ah.
The A-bomb, man.
Yeah, the A-bomb.
Which just
Which
will
is
work, but
not,
the F-bomb
not much better, but the F-bomb rules.
Okay. Now, obviously, the Collegiane's been around since... at least-
1955, 54.
well, the college didn't open until 60
Yeah.
something, so it had to have been
This
around
is
quite a
back
while.
when, you know.
Now,
Collegiate was here before the school.
Yes, it was.
the Collegian was established in 1804. Its original writer was a dog who accidentally spilled ink on paper.
Little
And
paw
puts
prints.
paws in it,
Yeah.
And the community was marveled at it. And the city of Elyria had not yet been founded, so they used the paper as a charter. So there you go. Oh man, I wish originally Ron Yance was supposed to be here, and Ron Yance is like a local NBC affiliate news guy.
What has Ron done? Ron has done 43, Channel 3?
Channel 3,
Yeah,
yes.
NBC.
He used to be sports. I used to watch him
That's
all the time.
right.
He actually did sport a couple weeks ago, and I caught him. I was like, "Hey, man," because my little brother, Matthew, was here. I go, "Hey, man, that's the guy from the news." He goes, "Oh, wow," and I said, "Ron, we saw you in the we saw you do
On
the
TV.
sports."
Yeah,
on
and just
NBC the other day."
recently he actually was called in because there was somebody they needed to fill in. So he does here and there. So that's pretty
And
cool.
he's also part of, I don't know if I can say this, but he's also part of Brown's Insiders.
Yes, he is.
He
And-
writes articles for him, too. So
And we can say that.
For promoting other programs.
Yes. So please feel free to turn us off now
Brown.
and watch. No.
Go Browns. Okay.
We're not as educational and
Browns could send
informative
us
as a
a
naked
check then.
boob.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, what did you say?
And also, I like to say I love Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew. Very tasty.
That'd be $1,000.
Oh no! Wait! You have to
Started
give me.
easy. Yeah,
Oh yeah! I get $1,000.
$1,000 each.
Nice. Mountain
Okay,
Dew.
in recent surveys, now a radio club at least has taken surveys on actual people who participate in actually the experience of listening to or watching college media. So out of how many you actually took surveys from, do you actually have the numbers on that? How many people actually pay attention, listen, or actually know there's college media at all?
Actually, the student life numbers, as far as that, are down a lot. Not many people are participating in student life. Sorry, Adge.
We're working. We're trying our hardest.
I know.
You guys are doing your best. It's other things is what it is.
But
it's not the
as
student
far
side.
as media, we're on a rise. Everybody wants to be in the media with all these American Idol things and whatnot. I hate that show.
Yeah, that was pretty horrid.
Yeah.
Like the night that I watched it, they were horrid.
So, and anything like that, of course, everybody wants to be on TV now. There's this one guy. I was listening to 106 on the way here. Great example. There's this one guy. I can't remember his name. It's like something Hung Low. I don't know what the heck his name is. No, but his last name I think is like Low or something. And he sung that song, She Bangs.
Uh-huh.
And
By
his-
Ricky Martin?
Ricky Martin. He ruined it. But he says he went up to Simon Cowell. He's like, I have no formal education at all. And very, very thick Oriental accents. And he's like, thank God for that.
Wow.
Because, it just was that bad. But people went to his website, like 7 million hits last night, because he was just so terrible, but so honest about it. And now people are making dance mixes of his version of American Idol.
Oi. See, now, if I go on a show like that, I'd promote my website, too. It's like Haslage.net, 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 net. Yeah, I'd mix it into my song there, a little routine,
How about we just have like LCCC Idol?
Actually, that's what we're doing.
Kind of with that talent show.
Yeah, we're doing the talent show. Radio Club is doing a talent show. And Sandy knows a lot about that, doesn't she, Sandy?
About the
Doesn't
talent
she, Sandy?
I want to be the
It's March
LCCC Idol.
31st.
Is it March 31st?
Yeah, talent show's March 31st.
And how many people are we looking for?
I think we're limiting it to 10.
10.
2004,
Yep.
by the way.
So what are we gonna do?
What am I going to do?
No, like
No, she's going to be one of the people who's actually.
I'm just running stuff.
Yeah, she's going to go down the runway.
We're not going
with
to have the plug pulled on us again like last year, right?
No, I hope not, because that wasn't quite fun. No, I hope we should have a runway model. We'll get it for the bookstore.
Well, no,
I want to
yeah.
be part of it.
How do people
Can I sign
change
up?
in there? I mean, where are they changing it? Because that'd be awkward, taking off my clothes. You know, if I was a girl, have bra and panties showing and change. I don't know.
No,
I'm
you don't do it in
subconscious.
front of people. They actually make you go to the bathroom and change and whatnot.
That's why they have a lot of people.
Do
Yeah.
they have a bathroom in the library? Because
No, there's two upstairs.
There's two upstairs, yes.
oh, so they're actually we're going up. See, because during acts, you know, I never saw anybody
And there
go
are two.
anywhere.
No, and there's one on this first level. The one
Yeah.
the one opposite from the cafeteria. It's like the
Yeah,
same.
it's on the other side.
on the other side of the
Yeah,
cafeteria.
They must have
They're-
been walking behind me because I didn't see
No,
them.
they're walking in the passages. There's
Yeah.
passages behind, and they change and they go, and that's how it looks so seamless because we're just that cool.
Okay, now we'll move on to the next
Squeeze that
topic.
in.
Yeah.
Actually, educational funding. Now, in recent elections, you know, during voting, actually, a lot of cities, schools have come up with bupkis, and while others have totally passed any levies. Clearview City Schools, for example, buco money, actually are building new schools, and have been since last year sometime.
Yes.
I mean, like Clearview Elementary and Clearview High are being redone totally. There's-
Yeah, like big gymnasium kind of thing going on there.
yeah, I mean, these schools have very small lots, but huge buildings.
There's
Nice save.
there's the one school, I don't remember the name of it, but I pass it when I come from my house. It looks like they're building a new gym.
Yeah.
You know, it's right on 254.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
right there.
Clearview, yeah.
Oh, that's Clearview.
That's
But
Clearview
that's not that Clearview Elementary.
They're
Yes.
totally, they're actually,
They're like adding and it seems like a decent.
they're
sized
not
gym.
adding to it. Actually, what they're doing is building one half of the school, and then going to tear down the old half and make, in summertime, make them go to the new half, and then build the last half.
Yeah.
That way they don't have to school and have to recruit
My
anybody.
question is, where are they going to park? There's no parking in that school whatsoever.
They're
No, it
probably-
isn't because it's always a cluster
Yeah.
when I go
Yeah.
back and forth
Well,
when
the-
school lets out.
There's a lot of, or at least there used to be when I was little, because Boy Scouts used to be back there, a lot of vacant lots. Maybe they're utilizing those if they still exist. Although there was a housing boom a while ago, so there could be houses in those spaces now.
I think they have to address parking, especially over there on 254.
Oh,
I mean,
it's horrid.
It is very terrible.
I
and
live over there now. I think it's horrid.
I would think widen the lanes a little bit, you know.
Maybe make it 2 lanes instead
Thing
of
is, a whole
one.
lot of people lose a front yard.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know what? That's too bad because there's a lot of traffic.
Sandy, wake up. It's okay.
No,
It's
I had a long day yesterday.
Yes, drink your Pepsi. Pepsi's good for you. That's why there's Surgeon General warnings on it, because it's good for you.
If the Surgeon General approves of it, obviously it's
Very
for you.
good.
Yeah.
Nice! Oh, that was great.
Yes, it's just last bladder control, people.
No. Oh.
She's awake now.
No. My question is she doesn't have the spill guard on her jeans, so it's just right all over her jeans. That's wonderful, ladies and gents.
That's great. Oh, that's rock and roll right there.
That's
Man, I wish we were recording this on video.
While she's laughing a little bit, I'll talk. I do have some things about. I do have some things about a couple of views on what's been going on lately with like budgets and whatnot. Who's the guy who we voted for who took half away Ohio's budget?
Taft.
Taft.
Yeah.
I think you suck. Okay. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I lost my job because of Taft.
You know, right now, the economy has gotten so big into technology and whatnot, and this ties into what I'm going to say because it deals with money. And with technology, of course, it's going to cost money and whatnot, you know. And it's a shame that with what's going on here in college and you take away half the money, now we can't work on computers. You know, this college has to work on computers. When you go into CMNW 141, you have to work on Pentium 1s. You know what they have out there now? 3.0 gigahertz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's the new norm right now. It's 3.0 gigahertz, and we're still working on Pentium 1s.
Actually, the average person has a Pentium 2 500.
Yes.
Well, but I'm just saying,
average income.
if you with
okay,
people who work in A+, they're putting together computers with 3 gigahertz processors.
Oh yeah, and
Okay, and that's a shame because I'm sitting here working on a dirt old computer while people need faster computers, and I'm working on a machine. That's wrong. Okay, and I know it's not the college's fault. and if you're going to take, then why take away money from us? Why? Because you got to save money for your, what is he, a Republican?
He's a Republican.
That's why. Because Republicans, all they want to do is, I'm rich. Money, 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 money.
Are you Republican? Are you Republican?
No, we're talking about Taft, not me.
Are you though?
No,
Because you
I'm
kind of looked
independent.
down when he said that they just think about money,
But
money,
you know,
money.
it's.
But it's
Oh,
true.
I like money. I'm not going to lie. I'm just not Republican. Republicans are
See,
uniquely
I love
conservative.
that word deficit. You know what deficit is? When we owe money to ourselves.
Right.
You know, and that's a really funny word considering that.
I just, you know, you sit there and you take away, you know, you take away music programs, you take away all this stuff, and it's all it's doing is hurting children.
Well, the funny thing about deficits is we can actually wipe them clean. The side effect, though, is inflation, because once we wipe it clean, we got to make up some money somewhere, and obviously we're going to make up the money by printing more.
Right.
And that there's inflation. Whenever they say that the deficit's going down, and especially in federal government, it's usually because they decided to print a little bit more money to make it seem a little less, you know, by, you know, offering more funds to the public, usually in the low interest loans and things like that. It's economic people, or economists as you may call them. There are obviously the conservatives, and then there's the liberals, and the conservatives believe that the government should not print more money, but also shouldn't invade in other people's business and not increase taxes.
That's, you know, I kind of have to. I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with sides here. If I was president, you know, sometimes you gotta. I mean, yeah, wars break out. That sucks. But sometimes you got to let them deal with it. Let's not help. I mean, we got too much stuff going on over here. Let alone going out and helping somebody with a war. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got too many things going on over here.
It goes back to the whole: are we Are we the world's peacekeepers? You know,
Haven't you guys nominated yourself to be the world's peacekeepers? Americans? And it works. Like, you've been able to help other people.
Right, and that's cool, but sometimes, like, I'm sorry, like, didn't we give Iraq, like, 30 million one time or something?
Yeah,
The Taliban got 20 million.
From us. That's wrong.
You know,
why? Well,
but
we're
we
funding
didn't
terrorists.
know. We didn't know this would be used for terrorist activity.
Well, see, originally the thought
I
was.
think we need to do a little bit more investigating. Next time we go throwing
obviously.
around money.
Well, the thought was that they were oppressed people who wanted to get their homeland back, and that giving them this funding and weapons would help them take their homeland back to
And
them.
then they come and attack us. Way to go, us.
Yeah, but you have to assume there's a 20-year difference there. That money that we gave them and the weapons we gave them are probably long past spent, and a whole new leader comes in and
blowing the
takes
World
over.
Trade Centers up. You know, what gets me is, have you seen the newest ad campaign from MoveOn.org?
No.
It's pretty much the whole idea that we keep on pushing and pushing. Actually, not us. It's more or less Bush pushing, trying to find who the real terrorists are. Pushing.
We know who the terrorists are. We got one of them. We just need to get the other dude.
We're talking about Saddam. He's in jail.
I really, honestly, starting to think that Saddam wasn't a key player.
I have a feeling he was a
I don't
scapegoat.
think- Yeah, because I
Well,
don't
we
think
still
he's
need to
that
get him
mean.
anyway because he's killing, you know. I mean, I'm glad we got him.
Well, the people
But we-
underneath him run the operation.
Right.
She's there because
Yeah.
he's a figure. You cannot pinpoint to like 100 people and say, oh, we're going to get you because it's just you who is operating. They have to have a leader so
Right.
that it looks to the outside world that it's a solidified organization.
Right.
So.
And then all we need to do is when we find him in some cave is get old Bin Laden. We'd be done.
And here I'm thinking, why don't we just bomb Alaska, take all their gold?
Wait, they have gold in Alaska?
Apparently, they keep finding
Yeah.
little traces of it. If I'm
And
saying
Tony
nuke
Blair.
Alaska, get some gold. Yeah.
Tony Blair. Who runs Canada now?
Prime Minister Martin.
Yes.
Kirchhoff
See,
just
she knows
resigned.
Martin.
And
Canada.
Red Roof.
Oh, jeez, that was bad.
Canada, now, correct me if I'm wrong, Angela, since you're Canadian and all. Canadian. They actually are aiming, well, they're considered socialistic in a sense, but they aim for more democracy. But then people who are in Canada, you either got one way or the other. You can be a French Canadian or you can be a Canadian who knows of America. There's no actual educational system about Canada beyond, well, Canada was founded then, this is the management, and then the British colonies, we're a British colony, and that's basically as far as it gets. Now, I was reading that Quebec, was it, that wanted to actually separate itself as a
Yeah, the referendum.
They were trying to.
They've tried twice.
Aren't there a lot of French Canadians in Quebec?
Yeah, Quebec is a French Canadian.
Okay,
Ontario.
they for some reason and correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I heard. They really hate the rest of Canada.
They don't hate it as much because they think the laws are not like sometimes fair to them because they have the French, what do you call it, laws that govern that province, and the rest of Canada uses the English system.
Right.
So that's where the conflict comes. It's political. It's political.
Well, I knew that they were just like, eating bootin', sorry.
I think
and it was just like, and I'm like, come on, get a grip and get a
that's
life.
why we should get rid of the Rougeau brothers.
Okay, back into educational funding because I have no idea what that joke meant. Now in Canada, we here in America, the health insurance is available to everybody in Canada. Now, what about school funding? Is it also controlled in such a manner, or?
Yeah, like everyone here goes to school free, right? In like elementary
Not
stuff.
really. Well,
yeah.
Public schooling, yes.
Yeah.
If you like,
there are fees though for books and stuff. And
it's the same. But then I went to Catholic school, and we pay for like.
Girl.
Our uniform and like tuition, some minor, but the government still helps. But I don't know. Like, what else do you want to know?
Do you guys vote on the funding, or is it actually
do you guys have like levies and stuff?
I think the government starts with how much we get, but then if there's more need to it, then they have to like take it into the court system.
Wow.
Oh, so there's actually no people involved. It's more government.
Wow, that's different. Maybe if we sue the government more, we get more money for schools. Well, that ends this section. We'll be back in a few, and don't change the channel because we're the only station on. So there you go. Welcome back, and after the last exciting talk about Canada, we're gonna. I'm gonna keep calling it Canada. I think it's Ren and Stimpy's actually.
It actually originally was Ren and Stimpy. The Canadian Mountain I can't talk today.
Canadian Mountain something.
Yeah, it was something.
Yak herder?
Yeah, I don't know those Mountie guys. Okay, we get into now the classic topic of cable versus satellite. You see commercials every day if you watch TV 16 hours a day like I do.
And on radio anymore.
I have no cable anymore. Or
what,
satellite.
60 minutes?
So I don't know.
No, what? You watch cable and satellite and you see, now for satellite for a reason, they go, throw out your cable box, get satellite for $20.95 a month, 3 boxes, 1 dish,
TiVo,
190,000 channels, and you're all good. And the cable goes, throw out your satellite dish. It's like a frisbee. And then if you get cable, you get 1 converter box, 200,000 channels, and when the weather goes bad, you don't get distortion.
Actually, yeah, and it's a good thing you brought that up because I have, as always, I have something
an
for
opinion.
Yes, every time, and that's why I like me.
Well, actually, let's start in order. We'll start with Jeremy because everybody watches TV in here, I have to assume. So we'll do it in order here. That way, everybody gets a little bit.
Okay. And you guys can agree or disagree with me. I'd like, that's cool.
I disagree.
I like digital cable, and I'll tell you why. No, but I don't like Comcast. I'll say that.
Okay, so we're talking about the specific service.
But we're specific, yeah. Well, no, but digital cable is very nice. Clear picture.
LCCC.
Yeah, it's 9 times out of 10. Like I said, Comcast sometimes they like to distort the picture, but that's only because.
So does Philadelphia, anywhere around here.
But it's not bad. I like digital cable, and it's
America,
because when it does rain or whatnot, it doesn't fizzle out or whatnot. I have heard horror stories from friends of mine who have gotten the dish, and they did say when it does storm or whatnot, they do have problems with the dish. Which kind of stings, but I like digital cable just because the channels are cool. I get my wrestling. That's all and Sports Center. That's all I need. That's all I need. That's all you need, and it's rock and roll, man. That's why I like digital cable.
So, are we talking about cable versus satellite?
Yeah, which one do you prefer and why?
Which one do you prefer and why?
Well, actually, we have a satellite dish because where we live, we don't get cable.
Okay, well that's true. If you live in the boondocks, you basically.
You live in Columbus Station, right?
No, we live on kind of the outskirts. We're like Eaton Estates is here. We're like kind of away from Eaton Estates, so they get cable there, but it doesn't come out to us. And then Columbia Station is like kind of on the other side. Oh. It's like we're right on the borderline. Like
so
not
you're in
really.
BFE.
Where's that?
We can't repeat it, but it's
All right, never mind.
Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, we're in the middle of
Egypt. Yeah.
There you go.
nowhere, so.
But okay. Because
So, yeah.
I know my aunt and uncle, they live in Columbia Station and they get it. So they get
Yeah, because
they
we
get
don't.
cable.
Yeah, we don't get it out. But
Wow.
it doesn't come out.
But do you like
there.
the satellite?
It's okay. It doesn't have as many channels. That's the problem. Is we can't get all.
Well, do
the
you got like
channels.
HBO, Cinemax, and whatnot? You
Not
get all
really.
those?
We don't have the movie channels, but we have pretty much.
Just like basic package.
Yeah, we have like basic channels.
You
but
do get like local, right? 358, 19.
Well, we get those, yeah, and like,
And you get like
regular
then you get
TV,
like
yeah.
you get like Spike TV and
yeah,
stuff
like all
that.
of those. But yeah, we
MTV.
could get the movie channels. We just don't have them. But like some channels, like they just don't offer
Right.
through the
Right. That,
dish. which
like
is
you
kind of
can't you
annoying.
can't get like the Kick A action channel. That's a pretty
Actually-
sweet channel. I like the
Is it
action
actually
channel.
named that?
It's called Action Channel. Yeah.
Oh, the Action Channel is part of the Stars package if you get the
Yeah,
Stars
I love
package.
the Kick A action
Yeah,
channel.
he had to
Wow.
like
No,
put that
pretty
something
Kick A
down.
Action Channel.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I didn't.
Okay,
No.
so now what, obviously because you had no choice, you got satellite. What satellite company do you use offhand? Or this is not a
Dish.
promotion?
Dish One.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what cable company do you use?
Well, I was using Comcast.
Okay, and that's the one you don't like, so...
Yeah, Comcast is funny because they're so big, they kind of don't care about their customers.
That's what they say about Adelphia being one.
So what do you use now then?
Adelphia, I tell you what, this is kind of off topic, but it kind of ties into service. The internet there, the cable internet, dumb as bricks. At Comcast, like I was teaching them how to, the Adelphia one I called because my friend had some problems. They weren't half bad. I do like how they set it up, and they're a lot more friendlier.
Yes.
Adelphia is.
Actually, Adelphia's very easy to set up. They gave me 2 discs and a modem and said set it up. I was like, hey, how do I do this? You just stick the disc in and it'll install itself, and it did.
Yeah.
So Jeremy,
Chris-
which one do you use though?
Which one? Right
does
now,
he look right now?
right now I have no cable.
Oh, because you just moved up.
Because I have
So
no
it's
money.
he's basically saying with his experience with Adelphia that one time it blows Comcast
Okay.
out of the water.
How about you, Chris?
Now, I personally am I am a satellite dish fan, and the reason why is as much as Adelphia would like to say their quality is better, it's not. I know compression. I know MPEG-2 compression, and I know for a fact Adelphia does not use MPEG-2 compression. They use 1.5. And if anybody knows what 1.5 is, it's a hybrid of 1, and it looks crappy. Go to the Game Show Network. Go to any of the
Satellite networks.
go to any of the networks that are offered in the premium packages of Adelphia.
Channel 101 and Plus, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. You'll see snow. You'll see glitches. You'll see half the channels don't even work properly. They err. They like they're true movies.
Pixelated.
I do have
Pixelated
one question. Noah. I called Adelphia for just basic. I didn't want the digital box because I can't afford that. God knows I can't afford that. I called and asked for basic cable. When did they get 75 channels for basic cable? When did that happen?
Yeah, we got it about last year, actually.
Yeah, it was last year.
Holy crap! Because they're like $24.95 for the first 3 months, and then $44.95, and I'm like,
Yeah, we got that last year. Originally, we had 36 channels up until about 5 years ago when the city of Lorain sued Adelphia for
Because
not
we
being
only had
competitive.
36.
Yeah, they were the monopoly in the city, and they weren't being competitive with anybody outside the city. So what they had to do was add 30 more channels by 2000, which they did.
Yeah.
And then they had to continue adding at least 2 channels a year up until this year, I believe. And they've actually kept that up. So now we're up to 75 channels. How do I put this? They're not all in number order. You get up to 65, and then they spread out between that and 99. So
Yeah.
But
Well, still, it's not. I mean, it's not that bad.
but I mean,
price.
hey, I can't see paying almost $50 for basic cable. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta look at it this way: how much you paying per channel?
Well, that's what they told me. It's like $1.50. I'm like, ma'am, I don't have $1.50. I said, yeah, I know you guys don't care. I only make SSI.
Yeah.
I said, I know you don't care how much I make, but I said, that's a lot of money to me.
well, see what I wanted to do, and then I'll get to Adjua, is anybody with low income and anybody with who's in school should get a little price break, because these things do get kind of expensive. And even if you're at school or on low income, you shouldn't be forced just to watch 3, 5, and 8. And
I only get channel 8 with my rabbit ears.
But 8 has the best frequency for some reason. I don't,
It does,
Ever
because-
since they went to Fox, it's just the way it's been. They've got a better repeater. Now,
If you ever see their satellite dish, it's friggin' huge.
Oh yeah.
now Adjua.
Before King Kong climbed up
Now,
on it.
okay, originally you're in Canada. If you wake up here for a sec.
Drink more of your pop.
She's sleeping. Okay, so what was it, when you were in Canada, was it cable, satellite? Did you have that option? Or
Well, you
CBC.
have a lot of options. Very funny.
The CBC, come
I
on
know,
now.
it's the CBC, but like you're saying, you make it sound like it's the only channel.
It's like the only channel there. CBC 9.
CBC, we're your only choice.
Channel 9 was pretty awesome though. When we would get it.
TVO and stuff. But we have all the options that you guys have, because the last place I lived at before I came over here, we had like digital, and we had like, what, 900 channels or something ridiculous like
Holy
that.
crap.
So you
Half
get
the more
to
kids in the
choose.
hall.
But now that I moved here, I don't really have cable because my dad doesn't like to watch TV. So I have like, what, 3 channels. The
Her dad's
best
a professor,
channel,
by the way.
the first channel, like the best channel is the Spanish network, and I don't understand Spanish. It's so clear, but I never really understand anything they say. So, and then there's Fox 8, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm taking an internet, cable course. I don't know how that's going to work out. They have like tapes. No, they have tapes downstairs.
I can see that. Cable course without having cable.
I know, but the answer is that they have like the tapes downstairs. So, and I prefer digital, I guess. So
Okay.
that's my preference.
Why am I the only
myself-
satellite person?
Actually, she's forced to have satellite, so
Oh, okay. Well, it's just the point being.
Sandy is forced to satellite. Because, their commercials goes, if you live in Columbia Station on the outskirts, your only choice is Dish 1. Okay, I prefer digital cable. I prefer if everything that was on basic cable looked as good as it is on digital cable, because, as Chris said, it does pixelize and you get little distortions. And it's messed up. But the thing is, we get super fast internet connection, so that's mainly why I'm
I
on.
miss my cable internet connection.
I zoom through a 10 meg download in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's a slow day. So obviously, when I'm uploading
you know
an
why?
upgrade,
Because I heard Adelphia up their uploads.
Yes, they did it from 20 KB uploads to 30 KB
Yeah,
uploads.
that's
and
why.
that 10 KB really does make a difference.
yeah.
It does.
So
you guys fly. I get 1 kilobyte a second on dial-up.
so for those of you who have cable,
I have to
pornography
call
is now
them, actually. I'm
live.
going to do that when I get
Yeah, live streaming. That's going to help the radio station. If I want to throw music to just the main server, I could just jump it, and it should be pretty lightning fast compared to what they have here. I believe they have a T1.5 at this college here. I could throw to it in off hours. I could throw, say for instance, there's a new song that I have. I just want to throw to that computer to have it go in the playlist.
Yeah, remote admin is great.
Yeah. Oh, I love remote admin. It's wonderful.
Now, obviously, cable and satellite offer very specialized networks. Spike TV, Women's Entertainment, MTV for the teenagers that have no lives, and
VH1.
Black Entertainment, and then you got cartoon channels for the kiddies. Hell, I watch them, so I'm Goo Goo
You're a
Gaga.
kitty.
Yeah.
Everyone
watch cartoons
now, dude.
Meow, meow, meow.
And every one of you guys look me in the eye and tell me that you do not
Oh,
watch
I admit, I
Cartoon
watch the
Network.
SpongeBob. I have to admit it.
No, that's not
You,
good.
here, look at me in
know.
the eye, Sandy, and tell me that you do not watch
I
cartoons.
do watch cartoons.
Okay,
so.
then that's
Dragon
it.
Tail.
But,
I don't care.
But
We're all-
SpongeBob is
that's
on
just-
there.
You know what that's cool? You know what's cool though is that we're
SpongeBob's
all
on
like
there,
over
not
20 years old.
Oh, no,
right?
still,
We're
I
all
watch
20
Sponge.
over
I
20
watch.
years?
No,
No, you're 19?
No.
18?
15.
I'm almost
Not
30.
15. You wouldn't be here.
I'm 15.
She's 15.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God, she's 20. Okay. You're messing with the guy's mind. Come on.
He's like, oh, wait, I can go out. No, I can't.
Yeah, that means when I did 30, I could date her.
See,
But she's
that's
still
why
gonna
he
be
gave me
15,
the
won't
pop,
she?
but we won't tell anybody.
But no, like everybody watches cartoons, and it's great.
Well, see, I was raised that once you hit the age of 18, you shouldn't be watching cartoons anymore.
Bull crap.
But then I caught my mom. Me and Chris both did. We caught my
Mommy?
mom. He's calling her mommy.
No,
She
you did.
watch. Oh, I did?
Yes, you said I caught my mommy.
Damn. I caught my Mom,
Kissing Santa. Okay.
watching Captain Planet on
Oh,
TBS.
that's my favorite. Like since I was little, that's the
Captain
only one.
Pollution.
No, I
Little?
love that.
Pollution, super pollution is
Oh my
awesome, man. It's all
goodness, that's the
bulky
best.
evil.
That's the best.
She liked. She would watch TV while we were at school and wouldn't tell us.
Yeah, because
You know, she liked Captain Planet. She liked Flintstone. She liked Speed Racer.
oh, my mom
Who didn't
loved
like Speed Racer?
And every time we'd come to the house, she'd always have soap operas on. You know what she was doing? She was turning on the soaps.
Just
So we
so
wouldn't know
we
she
wouldn't
watches
know.
cartoons.
Yeah.
And my mom is exactly 21 years old to the day older than I am, and for near 15 years lied to me about watching cartoons.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, well,
Yeah, you know, I love cartoons. I mean, I love anime. I love cartoons. Like, you'll catch me watching anime, and you'll catch me watching Bugs Bunny. I don't care. I love it all. Anything animated, I love it.
Well, you-
So,
Last time I actually saw myself. My butt went on. Last time I saw Bugs Bunny was over in Columbus.
I watched Duck Dodgers myself.
really?
It was Columbus, and I can't remember too much of it though. No, yeah, it was the episode where Bugs married Elmer Fudd.
Oh, that's
That's
every
like
other
500 of them.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
Oh, I had something to say, but yeah, cartoons were originally created for adults, actually.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, because if you look, I don't know if you guys knew this. Remember the old Bugs Bunny cartoons? Remember when his head would come up after the cartoon? And you remember the way his ears looked? They were in the shape of a V
Okay.
for victory.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why they were adults, because they were all.
They were propaganda. Last I checked.
Well, no, it was shaped in a part of a V for victory for, I think it was Pearl Harbor.
Also, if you look at the old Flintstones episode, they were smoking. They can't show those episodes anymore.
Actually, Dragon Ball Z anime, actually, a lot of them use smoking stuff, and they cut out the cigarettes.
Well, no. You know what's fun? Well, that too. That's, I'm probably sure, for another show with censorship.
Yeah.
But in Dragon Ball Z, if you think about it, Trunks,
yeah, Vegeta
you know,
and Bulma.
Bulma, I think, isn't that? I don't remember what that is. You got Trunks. You got.
Trunks' parents were Bulma and Vegeta. And his
I think he's going
sister
with the
Ra.
underwear theory.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
yeah.
So it's kind of
They named all their characters after vegetables, underwear, and any type of group. They family grouped everything.
Right.
Saiyans are named after fruits or vegetables. Humans are named after clothing and whatever various other items. They just named them
Yeah,
all.
it's kind of cool.
Races
I mean,
all
it's
have
interesting.
similar names. I see the logic in naming races similar names because obviously when different cultures name people, they're all in the same area of experience or
Right.
what they know.
Well, except Klingon, everybody's like,
He's joking on
yeah,
bloodworms.
Klingons, I swear, had the weirdest language.
Okay,
I
now
like Klingons.
specialized networks.
I know.
Obviously, now starting with Jeremy here, do you watch the specialized network? Is there
Well,
any
like Spike TV and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
do you watch
I
it?
watch Spike TV because I'm a wrestling fan, so I watch Spike TV from 9 till 11:05.
Okay, now
That's it.
do you enjoy they have 18 Mon in the morning? I like those shows myself.
I don't, now that I don't have cable anymore, I unfortunately don't know exactly what's on now. But, right before I moved out, they had like the Game Show Network and whatnot, or not the Game Show, the Game Network, G4.
Oh, the video game network. One that won't let us
That is
have.
awesome. They added that to Comcast, and I was like, sweet. And I'm like, thanks, I'm moving in 2 days, and you guys decide to put it on.
I knew you were leaving.
That was Tech TV's.
Yeah, that is so great.
It is a great.
And I so want it.
And it's great. And I watched that. I watched Spike TV. I watched UPN. And SportsCenter. That's really all I watched. Do I watch the Women's Network? No.
Why not?
the rape.
Like I need to know about women's problems. Come on.
No, my question is.
Oh, hey, I watch Spike. That's a guy's network, right?
Exactly.
No,
So
but
how
my
do you-
thing is, I can't watch
Guys
Spike
don't
TV.
have problems.
Spike
Oh,
is a bit,
no, I'm just kidding.
I
Spike
physically-
and Comedy Central's man show's a bit too sexist for me.
I can't physically watch Spike TV. It makes me want to punch somebody.
Okay, Sandy, what stations do you like there?
I watch some Spike. I watch Star Trek and stuff.
Yeah, Star Trek.
Oh,
Generation is
see,
good,
all right,
yeah.
I see. Yeah.
I watch, I don't know, Discovery, ESPN, and then like if there's movies on channels, I'll watch the Family Channel or whatever.
Okay.
If there's movies.
Yeah, short and sweet. And
I think
Chris?
Sandlot was on last night.
Awesome. Good movie.
That movie still confuses
I
me.
watched Dogma on Comedy Central.
Was it uncut? Or was
No, it was
edited?
cut.
Now, obviously, during the Sunday, it's religious day. it's a
Yeah,
cut
who's
thing.
not going to leave it uncut? Well, except if it was like the 15th millionth showing of South Park, No, it's my favorite channel. I don't know. I really Comedy Central probably is my
I
favorite
know
channel.
what his is. It's
No.
We don't have Playboy, even though it's
no,
it's
it's
channel.
the other one.
Playgirl?
No, it's the other one. It starts with an S though.
Sci-fi?
No, Spice Channel. There you go.
See, we don't have.
You like
We
the
have it,
I
but
like
we
the
don't have
Urban
it
Spice
subscribed.
channel.
Okay,
The Colonel.
Angela. So now you lived in America a while. You've gotten to see our channels. They suck.
Oh, please.
So which
They
one
have
do
the
you?
same thing in Canada, don't.
Canada.
You know what was funny? I went to Canada once.
Nasha.
Well, we don't have time for the story here. We're running a bit long here. Back to Angela. When you have a little free time and you're turning on the television, what do you watch?
I like to watch A&E and TLC because they have those home improvement stuff.
We have
Oh, I
intellectual
love
here.
that. That is
And-
such a good show.
Yeah, and
This old
nowadays,
house rocks,
Yeah.
man. I like
nowadays
that.
since like I'm limited, I
You
just
Yankee.
watch
Norm Abramson.
UPN.
Oh, Norm is cool, man.
Ooh.
I watch UPN and like I try to watch The Simpsons and stuff like that. Something cool.
UPN's
UPN got Raised Roof.
And
UPN.
reruns of The Next Generation.
Everybody watches.
Trek.
Everybody watches.
I prefer the next
no.
generation
I-
over
You
Voyager.
don't watch
That's
that.
my favorite
Have you ever
Star
seen
Trek.
any of
The
them?
Next Generation.
You know what? No. And I'll tell you why. I just like the original Star Trek. I like Captain Kirk and Spock.
I think I've seen it just
The
once.
new ones.
Because I think they suck.
I watched the last episode of the original Star Trek I watched was a week or two ago.
No, you know what is good now? Andromeda. I don't know why I like that.
I like
show.
that show too.
I heard that
but-
was okay.
Well, Andromeda is supposed to take place something like 3,000 years in the future after Star Trek.
Oh, okay.
And basically, and it's made by Gene Roddenberry. And
you believe it,
basically, everything has died. Things have changed. And then the Andromeda, goes into a time warp and ends up 200 years in the future of not a federation, what they call it, but it's a new commonwealth is what they call it now. And he has to reestablish it. And now they're to the point where I think they're in season 5 or 6 now, where Kevin Sorbo's character, Captain Hunt, is actually is being incarcerated for treason. What?
Is his first name Mike?
Mike Hunt?
Oh, no, that was awesome.
You got me. Burn on me there. Okay. We're going to take a break on
get
that
it?
note.
I don't get it.
Okay. We'll be back in a couple of
She
minutes.
doesn't get it either.
No, they don't get it.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Welcome back. During the break, we were talking about weapons.
We know words. Were we?
You just said weapons.
Oh yeah, of mass destruction. Woo!
Anyways, now we're going to start with Jeremy here. We'll keep it under a minute because we're running a bit short here. So if you could create a TV station, what type of programming will it have? And actually, let's add in what would you name it actually too?
The Asylum.
Okay.
I'd name I'd name the show. I'd name like the broadcasting name The Asylum, just because of my nickname, which is the Madman. What would I have on some of my programming? Well, come on, I'm a perv. You kind of know what exactly I'd have on my show. But no, I'd definitely want to have like MCW or something on there. I'd want to please a little bit of everybody, mostly guys than the women, but I'd like to please.
MCW is wrestling for those.
Wrestling. I'd have a little bit of wrestling. I'd maybe have like an MTV kind of deal going on. Just kind of like the normal programming, sports, and and then whatever. What do women kind of like in like shows? I'm not sure. What do you guys like? Do you guys like sports, stuff like that? Modeling shows. What's going on?
What should tell you when it comes on? What should tell?
Yeah.
Huh? What do you? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess you'll tell me.
She likes
She'll
to
tell,
stuff, but
yeah.
we're running.
All right. Well, yeah. That's what I'd like to please the men more than the ladies. So.
Okay. We'll look for that rug later.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
Sandy,
get my
if you
butt
can have a
beat later.
station programming in a name here.
I don't know what I'd name it, but they have lots of women channels and stuff, and I'd want a channel that's kind of geared more toward women, but not like the Hallmark Channel or something. I'd want stuff with like classic TV shows that like anybody can watch. I'd have a sports network where they actually explain like how the sports are played and stuff.
No, that's a good idea. All right,
You
I'll
know?
take that in my show too.
Yeah,
That's
like
cool.
I mean, you turn in a game and suddenly they start spewing out all this stuff, and I was like, hey, I need an interpreter or something.
Okay, good.
No, it's you ever notice that Lifetime actually is all it is about? It's like 2-hour movies about women being beat up some way, fashion, or another. It's terrible.
Yeah, the rape of Susie Carmichael.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Don't even show it.
If I had my own channel, it'd probably be a comedy channel. I'm talking good comedies. I hate The Honeymooners. Get rid of that. I want something that sparks my intellect, like Stephen Lynch. Stephen Lynch would be awesome. You know,
Well, would you have like Dennis Leary?
Dennis Leary does not make me laugh.
Really?
He makes me think more than laugh.
His A-hole song is pretty funny.
Yeah, it's a funny song. Don't get me wrong. Dennis Leary makes me think more than laugh, and that's cool. You know, personally, if I'm going to enjoy comedy, I'm going to take more of Kids in the Hall, Saturday Night Live. I like
The old stuff in Saturday Night Live.
the old stuff. Yes, the newer stuff's it all depends. I would go with anything Upright Citizens Brigade. You get the whole, whole film. I like Whose Line Is It Anyway?
You're looking for stupid comedy.
Both versions.
Both versions are very good.
Very good.
Okay, now I actually only like the later version of that, but Andrew, go ahead. So if
Does it have to be a radio station?
it's
No,
TV station.
TV station.
If I had a TV station, I'll probably want to put CSI, cold cases, and music, and maybe a little bit of sports, soccer, and track and field, pretty much.
So you want Viacom to own you? I mean, your station.
That went to Viacom Station 1.
Yeah, that falls right into Viacom's sports and crap. It's like they have to have hybrid networks.
There's nothing wrong with franchising.
Well, there's nothing wrong with hybrid networks either, because you're looking for a specific group. Now, obviously, if you like something, we're hoping you're not mental, there's going to be a chance there are other people like the same things you like. So making a station in that way, you're going to get the people who are just like you.
Well, that's why we cater the radio station to a rock format, It's so everybody can be pleased. Yeah, Jeremy likes to please men. That's cool with him. I mean, it all depends on
You know
what
what,
you like.
dude? You took that way out of context.
Okay, we're going to cut Christopher off here. Now, basically, if I would start a station, it would be called Blow. Now, it's not pornography. It's just,
Well, what does BLOW stand for?
I can't say on the radio, but I assure you there's no nudity. I mean, except in the TV shows. But the commercial is totally clean. Now, obviously, I would want some anime. I like Dragon Ball Z, even though the Anime Society thinks it's bad. But I like Dragon Ball Z, GT, Dragon Ball.
Everything. Just
Older episodes of Digimon, Pokemon.
okay.
I like
Digimon?
that. That would be my kids' block. Those programs, the edited versions.
None of us thought of a kid.
You have to have Arthur in it. The cartoon?
Arthur's good.
That's
That would
one
be
of
the
my
morning
favorites.
show. That would be on the morning.
That
Arthur
and
was great.
Babar.
Yeah, Babar.
Babar, man, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that in a minute.
But my nighttime programming would be Law and Order. It would be USA Network basic programming, because they got Monk. They got
Wings like 5 times a day?
no, not Wings. They got Monk. They got the Stargate. They got Law and Order. They got
Stargate now?
Yeah, because Sci-Fi and USA Network is the same company.
Then when they start playing Stargate?
Oh, they don't play in USA. They play on Sci-Fi.
Okay, I see
But
what
it's all the same
You
company.
mean Spike TV? It's not USA anymore. Oh wait, yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's confusing.
sorry.
See, TNN is Spike. Well, anyways,
All right.
so basically we all know we're insane, and that'll end today's show. Come back next time where we actually have enough material for a clip show. Oh, wait a minute. That would be episode 3.
That'd be. Why are we walking like this? No.
Thank you for listening, and
wanna hear- I wanna hear
you'll be
you
canceled after today, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's it. We're rolling credits. Are we out? We're out.